don't really want to hire someone. I'll just do it myself. What's up guys, Jason here, aspiring entrepreneur, and in this video, as part of a larger Instagram marketing series and webinar, we're going to be talking about hiring someone to help grow and manage your account. So this is a video and a series about Instagram marketing, so if you're just joining me here, make sure you check out the channel for a lot more videos on Instagram marketing and digital marketing in general. So what we're going to do here is first I'm going to talk about what an Instagram professional does and what they're actually going to be doing with your account, and then some pros and cons, and then the individual that I currently recommend for growing your Instagram channel if you want to actually take someone for a test drive in terms of their service. So number one, what the heck do they do, right? Why are you paying someone $50 or $100 and what was mine, $130 a month to manage your Instagram? Like, what are they doing with your Instagram account? Very, very simple. They're using a sub for sub growth strategy. And what does that stand for? Subscriber for subscriber. So essentially what they do is they look at your account, you tell them what industry you're in, and they go in and they follow people, they like photos, and if you are paying a premium, they might be engaging with users, making comments, or direct messaging people. There's varying levels, but the following and the liking of particular hashtags and people engaging with particular hashtags is kind of the standard, and then everything else is kind of a premium on top of that. So the big pro here is that you're not doing this grunt work. It really is grunt work. There are a lot of accounts that use this method to kind of get their initial momentum. So for those of you, I was in the boat of when I heard this strategy, I went, oh, come on, really? There's got to be a better way to get people. Really, I'm just going to go follow a bunch of people and then they're going to follow me back, and then how does that really help if I follow them, they follow me? That's a zero-sum game, right? Like how does that work out? But I can tell you after a few weeks of doing this, it actually is working quite well. And just the caveat here is you need to be posting while they are managing, because content and posting is actually on top of Instagram management. So really, when you hear Instagram management, it's just following, liking, and then maybe messaging and commenting on photos. So the content part is still up to you. So like I said, the pro is you're not doing all of that grunt work. You get to focus on what's really important, which is your posts, your content. Remember, because you are providing value to your audience, to grow your audience. So really 110% of your focus needs to be on creating great content and engaging with people who are following you, liking, your posts, and direct messaging you. So your job is the creation, right? That's the working on your Instagram account as opposed to working in your Instagram account. Your Instagram manager is working in it. You're supposed to be working on it, and look at that together. Works great together. So what's the big con in this though? What is the con? Because there is a huge drawback, and I'll put a screenshot up here and hopefully you can see those numbers. Those numbers are ridiculous. Now, when I first got started with Instagram marketing, I noticed a lot of accounts were like this. You had 4,000 or 5,000 following, and then only 500 followers, and you're like, what? Why would they do that? But that's the sub for sub thing, where you don't always get someone subscribing to you back, and so you follow more people than follow you, and you have this big issue. Now, where it really gets tricky is if your manager is using software, right? And so whoever you hire, you want to ask them, hey, are you using software to do this, and what is your limit? So the big con is I didn't tell him that, hey, I don't want you going more than 2,000 people. So when you hire someone, make sure you tell them, I don't want you to follow more than 2,000 or 3,000 people. That way your account doesn't look like this. That was a mistake on my part, because I'm a little more sensitive when it comes to these types of strategies, and I really don't like the feeling that I get when I go to other people's accounts and I see, oh, I've seen an account literally 100 followers, 7,000 following. And that's the big drawback, right? Because you're engaging with all these people, you're creating all this great content, and then they come to your Instagram and they see this huge disparity and they go, oh, this guy's just a spammer. And so this is why focusing on creating awesome content is so critical and important to this process, because if you're creating awesome content, they're going to come, they're still going to look and go, oh, but when they start scrolling, they go, okay, this guy or gal's trying to grow, right? Because they see you're posting consistently, they see you're making great content. If they go to your thing and your last post was 2 weeks ago, then they just like, oh, this guy's a loser. They're not going to follow you. Whereas you're going to get a lot more leeway if you're creating great content and using the sub for sub method. So hopefully that kind of clears things up and shows you guys what exactly comes with the management and the pro, the big pro, because you're not working in it, and of course the big con that it can kind of look, yeah, it does. It does look spammy. It does look spammy, but it works. So let me dive into who I recommend. So here's a little screenshot, and then I'm gonna put a link to his Fiverr profile below. This guy is absolutely fantastic. He responds to all of my messages. He even offered to give me a full refund. Now, I didn't take it because I'm not that type of guy, but he's very, very, very ethical, and I am just blown away by his attention to detail and his customer service, and he really wants you to be successful. He's not like one of these guys who's just using some software in the background and then, you know, never replying to you. I'm pretty sure he's using some pieces of software, but he is also doing things manually, and he's actually replying. And for me, his English is great, which is nice, especially when you're dealing with sensitive things like, are you really doing a good job type thing? And, you know, being transparent is so key when you're working with freelancers. So I definitely recommend you check him out. If you're not interested in him or you want to do your own research, I would highly recommend looking at the different people on Fiverr, and you can also go to Upwork. You're going to pay more if you go to Upwork, but looking at their reviews, and specifically look at the negative reviews. And even if they have all positive reviews, scroll through until you find a couple, at least 2 or 3 people who wrote a paragraph, right? Because you really want to get a sense of what do these guys do. When all you see is reviews is great, awesome, thanks, I got 1,000 followers, this was so cool. You know, you want a review from an educated person, right? You're watching this video because you want education on whether or not you should hire someone. So it's important that you read reviews from other people who are actually paying attention. I can't stress enough how important it is to look for real reviews on Fiverr. It's not like they're all fake, but just too many people go, oh yeah, great job, and they never actually looked at how things performed. You'll go in, you'll have a terrible experience. You're like, how did 5,000 people find this guy really great? And you know what? Because 5,000 people just didn't really understand what was going on. So if you don't check out the guy I'm recommending, definitely recommend at least trying for a week or two with having someone manage your account. I mean, it can be anywhere from $15 to $120, but for about $30, you can get someone to go in there and grow your account channel. I'm on YouTube, so I keep saying channel. Grow your account for, a week or two, and then you can make a decision whether or not you think it's a good fit for you, or if it's a good strategy for you and your account and your niche. So thank you for watching. I hope you found this video informative and actionable. If you got some value out of it, go ahead and hit that like button and then subscribe, because over on my YouTube channel, I have a long running playlist of everything Instagram marketing, and I've been documenting the entire process of building an online business from scratch. So if you have a skill or passion or idea you're looking to share with the world, you're trying to grow your audience, you build a income online, then this channel is for you, because I'm documenting the pros and cons, the wins, the losses, the ups and downs, and everything in between of being a digital entrepreneur. So make sure to hit that subscribe button. Check out the link to the Instagram webinar where I just dive super deep into the entire process of growing your Instagram account. Again, this is just a small piece of the bigger pie of Instagram marketing, which is a small piece of the bigger pie, which is digital marketing. So I hope you subscribe and join me on this crazy journey of entrepreneurship. And until the next video, keep building the business you love. Take care.